usually allocated for us to be spent. So it's better, since the majority of them are around, we can proceed. And the rest, anytime they join, we'll take it from there. But if it is election, once the election starts and they are not here, I don't know whether it's going to be election or whatever. Whatever your directions are, that is what we will follow. So let's proceed, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Any other suggestion?
Thank you very much, the Chair. The Chair of the House, Kumasi delegates, respectfully, you should know, when it comes to elections, in fact, I'm not saying we are going to conduct elections, I'm not the Chair, but what I want you to know is when it comes to election, with or without you, election must still continue. And so you should know, I don't know what the Chair is going to say anyway, but should it be by election, you should know we are not going to wait for anyone. So whoever who has to whip the delegate from Kumasi inside, must begin doing that now before we begin to say something else. We cannot continue to be waiting for you like that. You are home and those who believe in are even here.
All right, thank you very much. So as the council rightly said, time is fast spent and it's now 7:37. 7:38 we will continue. So in a minute's time, we will make progress. Sorry, then 39, please.
I'm less conversation. I just want to pass. I beg. Minority chief, come from please kindly whip your people inside. Oh, 39. Whip them inside. Minority chief. Minority chief. Come on.
Thank you very much. I believe that the time is up. So let's make progress. So we were on agenda number 8. And other members, we would like to make progress. As we rightly said, we are here in uniformity. It's a unified SRC that we stand for. We are one university, and we wouldn't want to be going back and forth on this same issue. Our time is fast spent, and we would like to make progress. And I believe that probably in 30 minutes, an hour time, we should be done with everything so that we all live to our various homes. Now we are to elect Honorable Oriyawa.
Thank you very much, the Vice Chair. You are very, very well. Let me go to the side of, if not, my dear lady, they will start to touch me or which I will not be able to make my point. Before we went on for our food, we were told that you wanted to step out. So we were still in waiting. But I was waiting patiently for you to give us the outcome of you stepping out, but none of it has been done. So I know you're a very nice gentleman. If you can brief us what happened, we'll be much grateful. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Honorable Obriyawa. I believe that we wanted to make certain decisions and then also do certain consultations, of which sometimes the chair and then the board must have some free air and then other things so that we'll be able to make those decisions going into the rest of the agenda that is left. So we've been able to go on that recess, and then I believe that we've also been able to return from our various break so that we make progress on where we were. All right, thank you very much. SRC Unified.
Thank you very much. My name still remains Rigandago, the immediate past of South Marco. I think the question posed by His Right Honorable Obriyawa, and the answer you gave is not even it's not even answered, Mr. Chairman. Honestly, the answer is not clear to us. In case the question was not posed correctly or in the right way for you to catch your understanding, Mr. Chairman, respectfully, he said before we went for a short break, we saw you walking out with some big men. Yes, Mr. Chairman, you called for a break. We want a briefing on that meeting you had. Because there was a discussion.
Point of order. Excellency.
Thank you very much, the wisest chair. My name is Chunuba Kodia Justice. Of course, the chair, I would like to put the Honorable former Vice President of the Mambo Campus, Honorable Regan, to order on the basis that, in fact, the chair is actually now giving us a welcome speech. He hasn't even finished with what he is presenting to us, and questions are flowing up and down. So I would like to put the Honorable member to order until the chair finishes whatever he has for us. Then if there are questions we need to ask, then we can ask. Thank you, Chair.
Order sustained. Please, whom are you correcting? Mr. Elijah? You are correcting?
You are correct now. You can't correct him. And then it's sustained by the chair.
All right. Mr. Elijah?
Thank you, the Vice Chair. In fact, I wanted to pass this information. Before the honorable member was speaking, I think he caught your attention. He gave me the time. And if my honorable member is like, you were talking and then he's trying to jump into conclusion, I think he's wrong. Because you actually gave me the time. So you should have listened to the honorable member because he was actually making a good point out of something. Thank you, and I do this.
Thank you very much. His Excellency, right here now.
Thank you, Your Excellency. The name is right of Minyako
former Unified Campus President. The chair, respectfully, I think, right, Honorable here, Obriamwa, made a submission, inquired from you that before we went on recess based on a decision that you are going to inquire. So I think even before you speak about elections, this and this, you brief the House on what you went to inquire about so that we can pick up the conversation from there. I humbly submit.
Thank you very much. I believe that we seek to go on recess. We never said we were going to inquire. We said we would like to go on recess. We would like to go on recess. I believe that that's what we said.
Honorable Combat.
Okay. The House, maybe some of the honorable members got the chair wrong. By my minutes, he said that the board here would like to go on the recess. That was what he said. And nothing else. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So once Daniel Briabwa,
Thank you very much, indeed, you are very, very wise. I want to take inspiration from the former president, and I want to quote you verbatim. I may be wrong, but I want to quote you. You made us aware that when honorable members were directing all the questions through you to the dean of students, he said that we wanted to inquire. We wanted to seek for more information, whether or not that questions were going to be answered. Yes. But you came back and telling us that you went on recess just for recess sake. Is that what the chairman is trying to say? Chairman, if there is anything, tell us. We are human beings. We agree to disagree. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And as I said, and as the secretary rightly recorded, we seek to go on a recess. We never said we were going on recess on an issue. We went for a recess, and it's accepted to go on recess. So now, members, please let's make progress. Let's make progress. Last two submissions. Then justice, and then.
Thank you, Mr. President. Evan, may you live long. My name is Daniel Awoto. Mr. Chair, respectively, I would like to quote my counsel. Respectively, before we go on recess, there are issues that demand answers. And I think it is the same issues for the chair to go and have a fresh mind to come back to give us answers. That is why the chair called for the recess. Now that the recess is over, it will be good for the place to begin.
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much. His Excellency, Ajay Akwesi Bempong.
Thank you very much, Chairman. My name is Akwesi Deputy President. I'm only adding up to what the Justice for Mampong Campus said. Before the recess was taken, we had certain issues pending judgment or final decision. And I personally raised an issue. I personally raised certain issues, and I was looking out that at least the chairman would give me some response or feedback. I actually proposed that we should make some inquiries. But Chairman, you never ruled. You didn't even tell me whether we are going to inquire or not. So please, Chairman, if it finds favor in your sight, I would want an answer to that. Are we going to make any inquiries from the Dean of Students' office?
or we leave the matter? Thank you. Thank you very much. Please. I saw a hand here. Okay. All right. So, other members. Honorable TK.
Thank you very much, the Chair. I think my name is Auditorium Justice. In fact, yeah, I want to actually help my brothers. The question they are asking, I believe that is not how they are supposed to frame it. In the sense that whatever happened after during the recess, I know we are not entitled to question the chair to give us whatever happened over there. But what we are entitled to is, after the chair has said that we are going to do elections, we should ask him, why are we doing the elections? I believe that is a question you're supposed to ask the chair. Why are we doing the elections? And probably that will bring the reason why the chair has chosen for us to do the elections. I believe that will actually...
Point of order, point of correction. So I think the point of order...
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The name is Seri Dauna Abiwajedika. Please arise to put the honorable member in order, because what we are discussing here is to whether to get your response before the break. But he is saying that you said we should elect, but I didn't hear anything from you saying that we should go on election. That's why I put you. Thank you.
All right. Sustained. And okay, so other members, please, whom are you correcting? Oh, I believe that if we put to order and then it will be sustained, so His Excellency, we can now go.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. My name is Mr. Mr. Chairman, I think the next item on the inquiry for clarification on the side of the presidential, that is why I had my issue. So I asked a lot of questions, and the House would agree. They will also ask a lot of questions of which we need clarification. So if the House have requested for a reply from the break, I think, Mr. Chairman, respectfully, you have to give us that honor of giving us a report. Perhaps there is no answer, you just tell us there is nothing like that. Then, if we are going to move on to the next one, then we think, or I think the Mampong people would agree with me that the question I put at first has not been answered, and for that reason, the chairman would like to proceed with the elections with the addition of the presidential seats. So, Mr. Chairman, it's either we have our answers or you give us the way forward.
All right, thank you very much. So, other members. Honourable members, thank you very much. Let's make progress. Now, honourable members, we've come to a crossroad, and council, is that issue, please? Okay, thank you very much. Is everything all right? Am I safe? All right. So, as I rightly said, we've come to a crossroad. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the unified SRC. And we need a unified front. I might admit and I must say, His Excellency, the Unified President, David Auditorium, didn't have it lightly. Even though he was the Unified President, there was a lot of setback and drawbacks because of the current positions that we find ourselves. We are all intellectuals, we are all brothers, we are all family. Let's agree to disagree. Other members, some of you were asking questions before the recess. Yes, indeed. Personally, I wrote that letter. And I wrote that letter based on the happenings that and the situation we were in last year. Had it not been that letter, we wouldn't be here sitting that we are calling for a GA. We need to make progress. And I believe that we can solve this. So, other members, it's an appeal that I'm appealing. Last year, because of the issues on board, I made a sacrifice in the unity of Amstead SRC for my brother, His Excellency David Auditorium, to be the unified president and go on council. Even though when it came, there were a lot of setbacks, as I said. And then there are a lot of things he had wanted to achieve. But because of the current position that we were in, he couldn't deliver those things. Today, other members, we've come to the crossroad. And we are again to elect a unified SRC president, then secretaries and the rest. I humbly appeal to, it's an appeal. We went for a recess and the board, we are appealing to His Excellency, Joachim. It's not, but it's an appeal. Whatever he says, we'll continue from there. I am personally appealing to him that in the light of unified, not constitution. Sometimes there is constitution. Constitution says we should do this. But we should also have a humanly agreement. The same act that warrants, the same thing warrants for UTAG as well. But they've been able to have a way around it. We can also do same. I believe that once we cross this crossroad today, we will not be here talking about this thing again. The unified is going to be how it was 3 years, 2 years, 4 years back ago. So, other members, as the chair, I am appealing to His Excellency Joachim that the sacrifice that I made last year, he should also make so that we make progress. But it's to him. Honor members, please. It's, that's what I said, it's an appeal. It's an appeal. I humbly plead for unity. As I said, it's an appeal. For unity, for unified. His Excellency David Auditorium have done a lot. And we wouldn't want to make all his efforts, even during the hard time that he faced, also be elongated. I am appealing. But before his response, I would like the Councillor Tony to also make.
All right. right, thank you very much, the Chair. You see, honorable members, let's accord the Chair the needed respect. Yes, when he was speaking, you should have made him land. And if you have anything to say, you know how it is done. By interjecting the speaker, the Chair while he speaks is very much uncalled for, as honorable members. Please, it's an appeal he's making. And so, who knows? We just want to do this very peaceful and have a formidable, unified forward. It's an appeal. And so entirely, the president of Kumasi campus could agree or disagree. And so honestly, I wouldn't want to expect anything otherwise from what the president will say. Let us give him that honest to tell us what he thinks than we agitating, no, maybe the president thinks otherwise. So respectfully, it's an appeal from the chair. And so let's as it were, give the president the opportunity to respond to the appeal. And then we make progress, respectfully.
All right, thank you very much. All intervention signs to be down. Thank you very much. So we humbly call on His Excellency Joachim for his response. Honorable members. All intervention signs to be done.
Oh, allow. Fredo, allow. Just allow him.
Thank you very much, the Chair. The Chair, respectfully, I appreciate the honor done me for me to pass a judgment or the appeal, of course. But I will plead that through you, the members, I will have a house for me to be able to speak. And the Chair, I think one thing we have always preached is the fact that this is a house of record. And we all attest to that. We have used it several times. And then the Chair, I think sitting here as an individual, I've observed proceedings. And sometimes we even stand or rise and then we back our argument with the Constitution. But here lies the case that the petition upon which you are appealing to me, personally, where I stand, is not valid. In a sense that we all know for when agreement should be used, of course, there should be a consensus. I wouldn't sit somewhere and sign a document and come and present it later on that I have signed an agreement with a third party or second party. I actually was expecting that we would have moved forward. But since you have pushed it to me, which I feel is unfair to me, because I wish you would have taken that decision, even without coming to me as an individual. Because what you are doing, little did I know you would call me for me to address the house. So I've been ambushed. But we are leaders, and sometimes we take situational decisions. That is why I decided to take the microphone. So the Chair, respectfully, as much as I speak for a constituent, and I have availed myself to represent a constituent, I want to officially state that we, the delegates from Mampong Kumasi, Amsterdam Kumasi, are in for an election for the SRC presidency. And I, Joachim Jimesa, stand for that position. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, His Excellency Joachim, for
Please, the House, respectfully, we are still in section, and the chair is attending to something very important, so we'll make some progress. I see a point of information. Honorable Reagan first. I saw Honorable Reagan first. Respectfully, I will come to you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Mr. Chairman, the name still remains Reganda, and I think the question I asked a long time ago has now been answered. And I want to state emphatically to the House that we are one, and we do everything in the interest of peace. That was the main point last year when we agreed on the fact that, or on the decision that His Excellency Dave should represent us on the council. And we asked that our sisters and brothers from Kumasi campus will also give us that privilege. And it seems to us that that decision will never come to see the light of day. And so this, now I leave it in the hands of my current GA members here to take a decision on that. If we are subjected to go into an election to elect a president for the Unified, then my brothers and sisters,
thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Stand for
thank you very much.
Like that.
Thank you very much.
It is over to you.
Other member,
the newly sworn in.
Other member. Thank you very much.
Duly submitted. Thank you.
Yes. And addendum from Bright. Honorable Bright. Sorry.
Thank you, the wisest chair. The name still remains former unified local news president. And the chair, respectfully, in this very editorial, a similar thing happened. When His Excellency Sikari Afe was chairing the meeting as you are chairing, we heard a submission from His Excellency Maobaden, and I think the nod was given to His Excellency Magnus to also make a submission. So I think it would be prudent on a fair ground that we hear from His Excellency Ouattara. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Honourable member, we have already done that before the international science came in. So, other members, we will call on His Excellency Ouattara Yusuf Darago to also give us his opinion. Please, let there be order in the House. Other members.
The Chair, members of the General Assembly, I greet you with humility, with gratitude, and with a heart that trembles before the weight of this moment. Words are real, and the realest ones have been spoken by our realest men. It's now time for me to speak, but I should have spoken earlier. Not because my voice is greater than yours, but because the wisdom of our men and women has weight to mine. Friends, Amstead is not just a university. It's a sanctuary of fine breeds, family of courage, and community of destiny. I want to ask you today. We are men, when we say yes or no, we do so with conviction. Mr. Chair, with your kind permission, I want to ask the House. How many more yeses or no's are we going to say to ourselves before we remember that we're one people back with one destiny, one future? The mouth and the nose are too near each other to be enemies. So are we too. So close, too interconnected, too interwoven. Why would we have to fight because of unified SRC presidency? In the end, Amstead must win. Amstead must stand tall. Let's not allow division, unfairness, and injustice to tear us apart. Friends, I'm appealing to you passionately. If I were alone, I would say, let's vote. If you insist, I'll say, let's follow the due process. But who is Ouattara without his people? who is any leader around the world without the strength of the people who stand behind him. We are at the crossroad. It's either we break or we perish. But God forbid that we perish today.
Amen.
His Excellency Joachim is a brother.
Sure.
But I want to put on record.
For real.
Let's history remember that when Joachim and Ouattara came, they were able to solve the long-standing problem or dispute.
I love that.
But if today we bow to unfair practices, history and posterity will never forgive us. Brethren, let's support this process so that in the end we will have our council rep. Else, the students of Amstead, over 40,000 students will blame us for declaring us vacant. I thank you so much and may the Lord bless you all.
So, the seat vacant, you are not the church for that. Why be the one giving the one? Why the one
Other members, please, please.
No, we are not going to pass.
Hello.
Thank you very much. Honourable members, please let there be order in the house. Please, let's resume our seats. Honourable members, please. Honourable members, please. Honourable members, please. Please. Honourable members, please. Honourable members, please. Please don't disrupt the meeting. Else, I'll walk you out. Please, let there be order in the house. Please, we kindly call His Excellency Mahaba, the former SRC President. And then the former Unified. His Excellency, address me. His Excellency, address me. Hey. His Excellency, Reagan, please. His Excellency Mama. His Excellency Mama. Please address me.
Hello.
Mr. Chair, good evening. I raise my hand to advise myself and the House. But as a comment that is passed by a brother that I don't know, he has not heard me.
His Excellency, please, sorry, please address me.
No, please. Possibly you don't know my thoughts. I don't know what the advice I have to give the House. At least, in a very human way, let's accord each other some respect. Actually, what we are fighting for, we have been there.
brothers and what? Sisters. I was to advise the House. I have not said A or B. But the way...
His Excellency, please address me, please.
I am really taken aback. I am really taken aback by the way my brother had accosted me when he has not even heard what I am going to advise on. And I'm really shocked.
His Excellency, please kindly let us hear you, please. Let's make progress.
Mr. Speaker, the chair, I would like to take my seat back as the proceeding goes on and address the House. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Justice Daniel Auditorium.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. In fact, when your children come to you for answers, in situations like this, you need to give them the hard truth. It is in the sake of these answers that brought all these issues. And I'm sure if the president have addressed the House on the issues, I'm sure matters of this will not be arising. These are the issues that demand answers. When two people are fighting, or there is something missing, and there is a witness, to settle this, you call the witness to give the side of the story. All questions are directed to the dean, that he is a witness to these particular issues. At least the chair would have done the House fairness by calling the dean to answer. The dean was here. And after the recess, they are still demanding these answers. Until they are giving these answers, I'm not sure this process is about to start. They will keep on asking. And we all need the same answers. What is the state? What is the vice dean saying about their accusation?
Honorable member, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Other members, please. An addendum. The last two, then I'll make a submission and make progress.
The chair, respectfully, the name still remains. Right, the chair, I initially rose up to make a submission that decency requires that we listen to each other in silence. In that regards, Mr. President, I also made a submission how that even as we've heard from our brother from the Kumasi campus, His Excellency, it will be prudent we hear from the president from the Mampong, and it has been done. But the chair, before the recess, there were a lot of issues on board where the former SRC Vice President for Mampong raised issues of which you are signatory to that consent. And I think the House was proposing that you let the Dean of Students, at least you plead that he comes to address the House. One, in as much as the Dean was part of the parties, the former Unified SRC President, His Excellency David, was also part of the parties and is equally around. So I think on the fair ground, we should listen to what our brothers from Mampong are saying, notwithstanding that our president from Mampong made a submission, but to the conclusion of his submission, it didn't come. We pray that you let him know his stance. But the most important thing to me is that we want to hear what went on in respect to the Dean's office. Thank you very much.
Okay. Yes, the last addendum.
Thank you very much, the Vice Chair. My name is Samuel Barry, the next president from Amstead Mampong. I was just trying to add to I was just going to add up to what CJ said and what my boss also said. We are demanding answers. And it looks as if you don't want to address the house, what we are demanding for. And if that is happening, the next procedure, you will do it with yourself and your executives. Me, for one, I will not sit here. Because it's unfair. Chairman, you are here because of us. And we are here to resolve an issue. And what we are demanding, we are not saying anything. It means that we don't know what you are doing here, though with the highest respect.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, His Excellency Ouattara.
Thank you very much, the Chair, for the opportunity once again. I think my people are demanding that I declare my stand. Leaders do not communicate directly. They communicate indirectly for their followers or subject to understand. But if you insist, I wouldn't have been here alone to witness the GA without these people that I came with. So if they are saying that they will not agree for us to go on election, then I stand with them.
Please, let's do our seat. Thank you very much. Other members, as I said, we are here as one family. What would we gain if, because of one or two things, our seat for Unified, our seat for Council is declared vacant? We'll be doing an injustice to ourselves. As I rightly said, we get to a point where man has to do sacrifice. And that makes you a true leader. Sacrifices makes you a true leader. And I know the reason why I'm saying that. Other members, please. As I appealed, I believe that I received a response from the appeal. And His Excellency have also given us his response from the appeal. Are we going to drag this thing for another year? How will our conscience judge ourselves? And how will posterity be kind to us? Honourable members, Dean have always been saying one thing. We are one student front. And if we choose to divide, we go nowhere. There are a lot of progress ought to be made. But when sacrifice ought to be made and it's not done, I believe we can't make progress. As I rightly said, it's not binding. But to me, as I appealed earlier, because of the unity of our great mother institution, I made that great sacrifice. But a year have come. Are we going to be stagnant? As I said, are we going to let the hard work of His Excellency David Akwete, even during the hardship time, be run to Rome? We will live here, and probably because of agitations and ego, we would like to live here. But posterity of Amstead students will continue to judge us for decisions we make today. Honourable members, I plead thee. I plead thee. I plead thee. We are one front. We are one body. we are one student. We are one people. Without Kumasi, there is no Mampong. Without Mampong, there is no Kumasi. His Excellency said something. He had wanted to push a fund, but when he went, they said they have to bring Mampong on board so that the entire student public can be beneficiary of it. Are we going to let this thing be a hindrance to us, honourable members? Thank you very much, honourable members. All intervention signs were down. Thank you. I would like to call on the Dean of Students to humbly address us.
Chair. Chair. And honorable members. Honorable members. Good evening once again. We started in the morning and we are still in the day. I have sat through listening to many things. I told you that something happened last year, which in my practice as an academic on campus with several positions, I have not encountered before. That I encountered it last year, and I prayed the house that this year we could cross this bridge smoothly. But unfortunately, it doesn't look like that. And sometimes, when we become too personal, and lose sight of the focus, that is the bigger picture, which is arm's length, then it becomes difficult to show the love that we have to show for what we want to lead. What will be the benefit if I report to management that the student says they don't want representation on council? Have you thought about this statement? Then on what basis are we campaigning and going around making all the efforts to be a leader at all the various levels which has brought us here? What use will it be to us if where we need to take decisions, we say we don't want to go there because we all have personal issues or ambitions? And what use is it to have a dean of students who cannot present a student representative? Then I'm as useless as I wasn't even appointed. I think we are making a lot of statements you don't mean to make. And I wish we didn't get it. Because we started right in the morning in good faith. If we were going to be legalistic, we were going to be
personal, then we wouldn't have started this meeting even at the first place. Because we all agreed that the one who invited us here, we all agreed that he doesn't have the right to even chair. But it is upon his invitation that you are all seated here. That alone tells us that sometimes we go beyond personal ambitions and legalistic and look at the common goal ahead of us. All arrangement that has been done this morning for us to adopt, not all of them were enshrined in the Constitution. We have made adjustments, sacrifices. Okay. Right from the other paper, we have made sacrifices, adjustments. We have married Constitution with compromises so that Amstead can win. And if it comes to a point where individuals and groups have to think about Amstead and they are thinking about themselves, then I don't know the answer that we are all yearning for. As I sit here, I cannot force anybody. You see, we are doing election, or somebody has to compromise. I'm not standing behind anybody. You are taking the decisions. But I thought that whenever we get to the deadlock, where no car is moving and we are in a fixed, as human as we are, we begin to solve whatever challenge that we have, and not throw our hands in the air in despair and say that yes, then we should go without any leader for students. That is a very serious statement. It is not a mere statement that we should be proud of. We went for GE, we couldn't elect anybody. And for me, that is my lowest and downwest point in my profession. And from this day going, I will always bow my head in shame, because I have failed. Whatever is happening is about me, it's not about you. I have woefully failed. So when you see me, don't even call me by my name. Don't call me by a dean. I don't deserve to be a dean. Because what is my use if I can't get a representative of a student to management? And that is what my children want to tell me. I'm as useless as nothing. I won't say much. Thank you for at least being around from morning to this time. appreciate that. Life must go. I won't see much. Thank you. But when you see me, don't call me Jim. Call me by my name. I don't deserve that. Thank you.
Other members, it's really painful. But I believe that it's really painful. Sitting in the seat of a dean, he proclaiming those words is very painful. May it be known that Ephraim did a sacrifice. Thank you very much. Other members, I believe we cannot continue this meeting. This house. Why are you going? Other members, please sit down. What's happening here? No, please. We are in an official meeting, please. Please.
Hello. If the president don't want it, the judges will represent us. Yes.
Born.
Because of this.
Born. His Excellency Bright.
It's very sad, as you said, and indeed we've come to the crossroad. But I'm pleading on the house, both our brothers from kumasi and Mampo. Mr. President, at least let us be honorable this time. The chair, if you are to declare the seat vacant, as you always say, posterity will judge us. So please, General Assembly is the highest decision-making body. Let's take a decision before we end this meeting. Please, respectfully, we cannot end this meeting and declare that seat vacant. In as much as we have our differences, let us always remember that it was these very students that placed us in the positions we are occupying now. I wouldn't have become a local news president in Mampo if my people in Mampo had not given me the nod to serve. I wouldn't have become the unified local news president if His Excellency Oheneba had decided to contest. So I think it's a decision. Let's make a decision. If you are to leave this seat vacant, there is no way next year we can solve it. There is no way next 2 years we can solve it. We've gone 1 full year. We've gone 1 full year having a GA looking backward. At least for today, let's be honorable. Listen to both sides. The Dean of Students has said his part of the story. So please, let's do what is honorable of us before we leave this very conference. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, honorable members. Thank you, the chair, for giving me the opportunity to speak. Truthfully, it's been the case that if you are not privy to reality, and you are informed by someone, it has always been the case that you are even judged before you are known. And so I actually say this because I know with what I'm going to say, there will be some level of sentiment with possibly a label that have been labeled, of which people do not really know the reality, but only pick sides from what they have heard. Before God and man, I am a very peaceful person. But one thing I dislike and disagree with is cheat. If you want to cheat me, I could go to every extreme to vindicate or to prove that what you are doing must not be done so. In that meeting, I wasn't around, so I've kept quiet, not really wanting to comment so much on what happened because I wasn't there. Both presidents will attest to the fact when we met outside, and the current president, my position. And Dean could not give us an explicit response as to this or that because he's a father and he must not act as though he's picking sides, but he gave us counseling as he always does. And from what he said, they were there, the unified outgoing president was there, my chairman currently was there, and I was there myself. And we all deduced from what he said. Indeed, there was a document which is preview to. And like I said, I'm one person who stands by the truth. What is true is true, what is right. And so when I was asked by Honorable Reagan if I had seen the document previously, I said yes. I saw that document long ago. And so yes, I don't know what happened, but I only chance on the document. Indeed, from the document, there was a sort of a memorandum which was supposed to be signed and becomes a working document or an agreement between the two campuses. Quite unfortunately, what I understand is a promise was given from the office of the dean that the memorandum will be championed and followed, and that he was going to come to Mampong to ensure the necessary things are done. That notwithstanding, owing to duties and other staffs, he could not make it to Mampong as promised. And so entirely, Mampong has a genuine case. And as it were, because that was also not championed to become a legal document that is binding, Kumasi equally also has a genuine case. And so his final advice was that we speak to both presidents before members to see if anyone would want to compromise. But honorable members, the truth, like I've always said, is one. Mampong has a genuine case, Kumasi has a genuine case. We both stand by our convictions and then our beliefs, renders this whole meeting from the morning till now useless. But then I'm also appealing. We've seen it before. We've heard it before. In fact, when in the election that the president of Kumasi then has lost or lose, I was here in this room to witness that elections. It was conducted in this very room in which we are seated, chaired by His Excellency, the former President, Sikewi Afi. And then just as we are doing now, Kumasi, let's go by election, Mampong, we will not go by election, let's go by election, we will not go. At a point, a consensus was reached. And eventually, when the election was conducted, though it was in Kumasi president lost to Mampong president. I wouldn't bind us with what I'm saying, but like I said, it's an appeal. For the seat to be vacant, Honorable Joachim has nothing to gain. For the seat to be vacant, His Excellency Ouattara equally has got nothing to gain if it remains vacant. But possibly, we might have worried the next administration after both of you. Because immediately we mix this one, it is so that we may never be able to get there. The other thing is, I know the grassroots reps are here, and we should know, as it were, per our constitution, they have equal rights to even be there if we decide not to be there. Because the constitution spells that a student from the SRC and graduate students. And I think those of us who went to the deans today, it was even mentioned over there. So please, I'm pleading with us. If we can go by the vote for posterity to judge us, for all that we know, we may be thinking maybe because of the two numbers above that of Mampong. But it's an appeal. If we choose not to go by that, that is also nice. But then for the sake of tomorrow, like I said from the beginning, I personally am against cheating. And so when we went out, I told them, in the event that maybe any of them, be it the former president, or the team was able to state categorically clear that there was, and they agreed, that would have been my position. Because I hate to be cheated. And so I personally do not also cheat. From what I believe. Because if I cheat you, the consequences may be dire. You see. But then because of the split kind of decision, this process was not complete. Kumasi also does not know that there was something in the pipeline. Ideally, if he was able to go to Mampong, that is when possibly they would have engaged and then bring it back to Kumasi for them to also sign. But Kumasi is not in the known of the document. And then some way, somehow. So you see, it also goes a long way for the team to be blamed. For me, if this meeting adjourns or is closed without a unified president, I, for one, the next one, the petition our rights will be against the team of student affairs. And that's the truth. That's the truth. The petition, because possibly he should have, which maybe should not get to that extreme. So I'm only pleading with honorable members, if we could just come together and have a head. Respectfully, thank you.
Thank you very much. His Excellency, the Glassacrep. Come on.
All right. Thank you. Right, Honorable Chair. Good evening, colleagues. I am the Grassac President for Mampong. Mr. Chairman, this evening I'll plead your indulgence to kindly let me break protocol. I don't want to sound like a politician. Colleagues, thank you. You hear me? Can you hear me now? Oh, then you have to amplify my voice a bit. I believe you can hear me now. All right, thank you. Colleagues, you see, we carry the destinies of people on our shoulders as leaders. We are gathered here this evening because we represent people in the university community. And we owe it a sense of responsibility to deliver for them. We sat here today listening to our dean. He spoke in the morning. After that, this evening he's here again to speak. And we can all attest to the difference in words that he used. How he sounded in the morning is different from how he sounds this evening. All what he is trying to tell us is that we shouldn't make a mockery of him. And by extension, a mockery of the position or the opportunity that has been given us. When the chairman was speaking, he made mention that if we lose this opportunity, we may never get it again. I'm here representing Grassac, and I can tell you that my people, they want this opportunity. But it has been given to the SRC because whether you like it or not, numbers count, isn't it? I want to plead with us that let's not waste this opportunity. No matter what, let's not waste this opportunity. You may not see the relevance of it. You may think, oh, maybe it is just an opportunity. But if we lose it as a student body, it will go a long way to affect us. All of us here pay school fees, isn't it? We have expenses that we make as we pursue education. And these decisions are made at the council. And so we are given a representation so that our voices can be heard, even though it is just a single entity that will speak for all of us. But that voice carries all of us. Now, if we lose that slot, what we are simply saying is that council, whatever imposition you want to make it and we will oblige. And by that we mean that for the next academic year, if council meets and council makes any decision, you and I will have no voice. The sad thing is that the very people who are contesting this position are the people that you and I will run to salvage us. We will go to them and say, SRC President, the fees has been increased. Can you go and lobby? Today, we have that opportunity. Can we forgo our self-interest and think about the general good of the people that we are serving, so that we don't lose such an opportunity? I am not taking sides. I'm not with His Excellency Ouattara, neither am I with His Excellency Jehoiakim. But I'm saying that let's put in every effort so that we don't lose this slot. Because if we do, we may never get it again. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Honorable Kaya.
And does not mean that we should bring things that has happened long ago to bring into this situation, current situation. We are looking at a problem. How best can we solve it? During your tenure, you looked at how best you think it would be best for you to calm situations down. And you took, I don't know, but I wasn't there at that time, but let me say, you made a decision. But this is our tenure. Let's look at the best decision or the solution to this problem, rather than going back, coming forth, and still time is wasting.
Honourable Member, what solution do you suggest?
And for me, I think that the chair, let's assume that we agree that we are handing over the chair to Honourable Ouattara. The next situation is going to be safe. But what the Constitution says, why don't we stick to that and do the elections? Then the next administration, they will champion the Constitution. Then we move by the Constitution, as the Constitution says. So for me, I think let's go by the election, as the Constitution says. Then to cut it short.
Honourable Member.
Thank you. His Excellency the Chair.
All right. Please.
In fact, from Amstead here, life goes beyond. And today, we are the same people that will be in the affairs of this state. In fact, if you fail to tackle the devil that fought your grandfathers, that same devil will come hunting you. Man of wisdom. And so today, as we are gathered here, sometimes you need to be peaceful. When it is your turn to speak and you did not speak, they look at you as a foolish person. Excuse my words. So if a precedent has been set that there was a time somebody sacrificed for someone to go, and now the same people are asking you to sacrifice, and you don't want, meaning you want everything all to yourself. You are these same people you call yourself leaders, representing a whole lot of people. This is not emotional, or this is not personal.
Honourable Member, control your mic.
Honourable, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair. In fact, let's just look at the issue, not just our interest, but our 30,000 student populace. I will plead with His Excellency, Joachim, and Mr. Chair, please allow me. Let me speak this in Efe. I'll translate it to you. I want to speak to him in Efe. I'll translate it to the House. Efe Joachim. Hado ya. Many will told Ojemina. Hado ya. Afna Robert Amakuta. Won toto menhinao. Gaka amayo glomnele. Ayanta adasno de share. Alebe amo nakojijo. Mr. President, all what I'm saying is that sometimes, because of the people we lead, we sacrifice. We compromise our very principles just for others to be happy. So I will plead with you, and I will plead with the House. Please, just as someone has said it, let's allow the same principles. So this is my humble plea, and this is my opinion. You can agree, you can disagree. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Honourable Member.
Thank you very much, the wisest chair. My name is Bernard Owusu Japan, 31st Ashmao President. So, the chair, please, I want to plead. If you keep on advising ourselves, bringing emotional quotes, speaking in parables, the chair, we will waste a lot of time because it's almost getting to 9 or 10. You will be traveling over 2 hours tomorrow. Oh, we don't care. I know you don't care, but you don't want the betterment of us. The chair, I'm speaking to you. Let me look into your eyes. So the chair, please, I'm pleading. I know it's very difficult to take decisions, but please, I wouldn't be in favor of anybody, but in favor of both campuses. We are all students and we need to rest. We've sat here over hours. So please, we've already wasted much time. Please, let's go by the constitution. Because as Honorable Rukaya says, if you accept today, the next year it will be argumentation like the same thing. So please, let's go by the elections.
I believe that.
Thank you very much.
As the council actually was rightly addressing, I will take submission from our two ladies. So, Honorable, please let it be ordered.
My name is Mary the current please, I want to plead with the House. If we want peace to reign, I am begging, I am pleading. Let us put down a memorandum to await the next generation that after this year, God willing, next year, this is what is being put in place. As long as the constitution, the new constitution has not yet been implemented, let's agree. And the only agreement that we can put off is by voting, because none of us is accepting to leave or to accept. So we have to put down a memorandum that next year, who wins this year, next year it will be what? A rotational thing. So that who wins this year, if it's Mampong, Amstead, next year, Kumasi Amstead is taking over.
Thank you very much.
So please,
thank you.
This is my submission. Thank you.
Point of correction. Who am I correcting? Honorable member, who are you correcting, please? Are you correcting the speaker? Okay. Please, Excellency, Wuko. Yes, I'll call you, please. Don't worry.
The righteous shall indeed go away. May you live long. I'm the person of Miss Margaret Edward former local women's commissioner for Amsterdam. The wisest shall indeed you are wise. May you give birth to twins. I'm in the person of Miss Margaret Edward Ponsa, former local women's commissioner and current SLES president for Mampu campus. We've been here from morning till now. Some of us, we have little kids. We left them in the house to be here in the interest of Amsterdam. Last year, we were all here. Our president sacrificed for peace to reign. It was my turn. Please allow me. Please allow me.
Please, let's respect each other when one is making a suggestion. Please.
I've been here since morning and I haven't made any contribution to what we are speaking about, what we are talking about. Our president sacrificed for the interest of Amsterdam last year. Please.
Hey. Honorable His Excellency.
We just wasted our time from morning to now. We've been here from morning. Please calm down.
Honorable members, please sit down. Please.
Don't go, Mampo. Please come back.
Please sit down.
Please, now I'm begging you. Please.
Honorable member, please hold on. Honorable members, please.
Please calm down. Oh, my people.
Honorable members, please.
My people, please calm down.
Please. Honorable members, please. Let's resume our seats. If
Dear, please come back. Please come back. Please, just a minute. Come back to your seat, please.
honorable members, let's resume our seats. Yeah, honorable members. Please. Repeat. Honorable members. Honorable Margaret. Honorable Margaret, please hold on for me. Honorable members. Honorable members. Please resume your seat. Honorable members, please resume your seat. You see, honorable members. Honorable members.
Thank you very much, other members. Thank you very much, other members. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, other members. Indeed.
We are all listening to the church. In fact, we are here because of us. Some of us came far, and we are here to represent our school. Please, let's listen to the church. Honorable, you want to
Tahiru. Is there anything in it? Please, other members, thank you very much. Other members, please. Other members, please, let's resume our seats, please. Other members, please, let's resume our seats. Please. His Excellency Vice said something. He said we have to accord ourselves the needed respect, one another and each other. For how long? Honorable Margaret, you're making a submission.
Please, I was saying something before all these things happened. I was saying that last year, our president sacrificed the position for Kumasi president to become the unified president. It was my turn to be the unified SRC women's commissioner. But because of peace, I also sacrificed for Kumasi women's commissioner to be the unified. This is unified. This is not local SRC. Last year, Kumasi represented us. So if today, Kumasi sacrificed for Mampong to also be on council, it's the unified only for Kumasi.
Thank you very much.
They only should be on council. Why not agree to this? For Mampong to be on council this year, then next year, Kumasi will be on council. This is what it's about.
Thank you.
We came here in the morning. I didn't know why you have been here for nothing. This is unified. This is not local SRC. Kumasi represented us last year. Why don't you sacrifice for Mampong?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Honorable TK, His Excellency TK. Please let there be order in the house. All right, thank you very much. The wisest one. Thank you very much. Let there be order. Please let there be order. Let there be order, please. Honorable TK.
All right, thank you very much, the wisest one. In fact, I'm very saddened this evening. Not because of anything, because I think this is the third time this same program is going on that I have witnessed. Previously, it has been going on, but for me, I've witnessed the third time that this same problem is going on without finding a solution.
Please.
The chair, respectfully. In fact, myself.
Please.
He is disrespecting me.
No, please. You didn't hear him, please, honorable.
No.
Please.
Yes,
Please. Honorable TK, ticket. Another ticket. Another ticket. Please. Ticket. Another ticket.
Chair, in fact, the microphone is not working.
Please speak down the floor.
All right, thank you very much.
Please, this is
in fact, the chair, I would have loved for my colleagues from Accra to listen to me. Please. I would love for my colleagues from Accra to listen to me.
Please, please. Please.
In fact, the chair. The chair. Please, Kumasi campus, let's keep quiet. Please. Please. The chair. In fact, I believe that all this matter has to do with the document I'm holding. This particular document that has caused all this matter. The chair, respectfully, I know there was some discussion that went on when we went for recess. In fact, I know my honorable members were asking for the response of that recess, of which till now we haven't gotten a response. The chair, to be very honest, I believe that the only solution to this problem that we are currently bantering is the answer to this document. Either this document that I'm holding.
Honourable member, thank you very much. I believe that if there was an acceptance, that is what you want to.
Yes, please.
You see,
because if there was no acceptance, then the constitution is clear. The constitution is clear, irrespective of what happened last year. In fact, I would have loved that any one of them would just sacrifice, because there is nothing that they are going to get. They are only going to represent us.
Thank you very much, honourable member. I think that we are not making head. I want to make submission. Honourable member, with regards to this letter, as I said, you see, this unified thing, because I'm the chair, I don't want to make certain proclamations. But it did not start today. His Excellency said that was the unified president. But because of this happening, he forgo, and that of Kumasi went to council. Jamiru's time, the same thing. The incident that happened last year, we need to resolve it. Hence, also, a sacrifice for the council. You see, if we are here and then we want to follow constitution, we will not make headway. Honourable members, I suggest, being the chair, I don't want to make certain statements, but to me, I deem it that it is unfair sitting in the presence of this and then for peace to prevail and for unified. Currently, as I speak, most of my executives are not in good terms with me because of a poor decision that I took. And for today, we are here at a crossroad to seal this once and for all. But we choose to take our own stance. Honourable members, to me, I believe if you decide to vote, it is highly unfair to Mampong. And we need to be on record that Ephraim, and for years, Mampong have sacrificed. Where can we have a unified if there is no sacrifice? Honourable members, if I call, you will not make headway. You'll be going back and forth. But for voting, I believe it will be unfair to us. It will be unfair to Mampong. Because, you see, the Constitution never said we should vote. The Constitution said we should elect. And election is not by only voting.
Lee wasn't the speaker.
So, other members, as I said, I'm taking 4 submissions. Excellency Reagan, Excellency Bond. Excellency Reagan, Miss, please your name. Miss Yvonne. Honorable, your name please. Baba Bond.
Chair, I understand Gasak is part of this meeting.
Okay, honorable member.
Thank you very much, please. Make it Chairman. Thank you. My name still remains His Excellency Reagan Dakun, the immediate past SRC Vice President Amsterdam. Mr. Chairman, an agenda is still under discussion, and our offer still stands. We sacrificed. I know my brothers and sisters from Kumasi hate to hear this, but then it's the universal truth. We sacrificed, and this is your turn to sacrifice. And if you are not in the condition to sacrifice it for us, then I think we are wasting our time here. Mr. Chairman, I looked at my time and it's 9:19. Please, Mr. Chairman, I'm still on the floor.
Make your submission.
Very good. Mr. Chairman, very good. Thank you very much. Mr. Chairman, if we are to go by the Constitution, then I would say that the GA we had here, or it wasn't even a GA, the meeting we had here in this very old, auditorium should be nullified because it was unconstitutional. We were called for a mediation, but then it turned to a GA of which there was. Mr. Chairman,
please, no.
Mr. Chairman, I'm still
please, the House adopted and agreed, so please don't go there.
Mr. Chairman, okay, thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Like I was saying, Mr. Chairman, if we are to follow the Constitution in all matters, then we are not going to make progress. And besides, the document still works. You have inherited something from your predecessors. I think it's only right that you honor them. Unless His Excellency David attests to the fact that he never made, or he put his voice on it, that he never made such agreement with us. Has he? From today? Very good. Then if he has done that, then we, the Mampong people, feel deceived. We feel deceived. We have been deceived to attend meetings of which we are not constitutionally binded to. And any decision that was taken from there, we are not binding by it. So to my members here, I call on you again. This House is not making any progress and we are wasting time here. I suggest we go back.
His Excellency.
Or adjourn the meeting.
No, please.
In due time. Please. In due time, Mr. Chairman. In due time, they call for the meeting.
Thank you very much.
Maybe perhaps by that time,
thank you for your
His Excellency Joaquin would have made a decision.
Thank you very much.
Because we are still standing by what.
Thank you for your submission.
Mr. Chairman. We are living here.
No, we can't make that statement. No, we can't.
We are standing by our word, Mr. Chairman. The next step we are going out.
No, stop. You've made your submission, please. Let somebody. No, that's not right. Let somebody also be heard. Miss Yvonne. No, once you've made your submission, let somebody also be heard.
Thank you, the
You
Chair.
cannot take an entire position. No, it's not that.
Thank you, the Chair. Please, my name is Yvonne, and I've been here since morning listening to everything that has been said. The Chair, please, I want to ask something from you. When Honorable TK made a statement and quoted him that you said, in quotes, you are withdrawing from this election. You didn't admit that you didn't say it. Now, please, your members of Mampong are telling us that they sacrificed for Kumasi. To my knowledge, I may be wrong, but withdrawing from a contest is different from I am giving my sister campus the opportunity to go this time.
Please, have you read the letter?
Yes.
Have you read it to the end?
Yes, and please, from the councillor, he said after the meeting with the dean, both campus have a sustainable reason to not agree to anything because Mampong's memorandum was not acknowledged or was not attended to.
Please, no, don't misquote him.
Okay.
He said the letter was received, but the process did not end.
Yes.
The process whereby you have to sign a memorandum did not end because of the happenings. We are not in a normal time.
Yes.
That is the situation surrounding the issues.
Now we both agree that both Kumasi and Mampong are standing at a juncture where, let's say, we are all right. We were all right as at then because we didn't sign an agreement, and the letter was also followed up. So right now, aside that, dear differences, what is our decision? Aside what happened, because both of us are right. And here, the reason Kumasi is having an issue is that your Mampong people are saying you sacrifice. Sacrificing is different from withdrawing from a contest or withdrawing from an election.
Thank you very much, Ms. Yvonne. I never withdrew from the contest. You see, when you read the letter well, because of the situation that happened, I said withdrawal and proposal. So when you have to read the letter, there was an explicit condition of which it was met. But, honourable members, I don't want us to go back and forth. Honourable.
Thank you very much, the chair.
Please. Let there be order. Honourable member, please, let us begin. Please. Honourable member.
The chair, thank you very much. Honourable members, I want to pass my passionate appeal to you, to the members. Once there is a constitution, I want to ask you through the councillor to give a clarification. If there is a constitution that stated that there is a voting right for us to vote, why they mean that there is sacrificing thing? I don't understand. So please, if only you cannot bring me or clarify that statement for me, because if there is a voting right for two women to contest an election, then they might be voting. Whoever wins the event as a winner. But if one says, oh, I've sacrificed for the other, that means that the voting here or whatever, that one happens. To me, I don't understand. So please, I want a
thank you very much
for you.
Thank you. Yes, therefore, point of correction. Okay, point of correction.
Thank you, Mr. President. In fact, my name is Daniel.
It's a point of correction. That's why I took it.
My name is Daniel. I will do. If you listen to the honorable member very well, in law, we have what we call the statutory law and the common law. The common laws are the discretion of the jury. So not in all cases. Sometimes when we hear the word of law, there's something called common sense. And the same law we are arguing about is a written common sense we are all arguing about. So he should know that what he is saying, we have law. When it comes to judgment, we have law. And we have the common law, which is the common sense in account. You see, by this common law, this common sense is not common to everyone. It is a common sense, but it's not common to everyone. That is why we, most of the times, when we hear the word law, we think it's law. But that is the common from the British or the European or the diaspora. Their common sense is what they have written, and that is what we are adopting in our account language. You see, and your common sense, if you know, you will be even though it is common, then you will be so, Mr. Chair, what I am trying to say is that when you are giving judgment,
please say, thank you very much. Thank you very much. But honorable member, I would like you to retract common sense, not common for anyone. I would like to retract that. Please. Honorably. I know. Please.
Respectively. If this statement, I don't know if it's
please.
Common sense is
honorable member.
It is not.
Please.
But based on because of the high table, I will try.
Thank you very much. Go on. The news, the Rasa. Please. Oh, please, if retract that word, please.
Thank you, the SSC.
That words have been duly retracted, please. Right, please.
Let's go.
Right. Please, why are you not listening? I don't like that. Listen. Oh, please, no. Yes, that's it. You stop it. Let someone speak. Why don't you attend that fact? You see, you must understand that we are all having our diverse views. But it doesn't mean that we should not listen to one another.
Thank you, the wisest. My name is Bright Oneme Lapo. And please, I repeat again. Okay. Decency requires that we listen to each other in silence. I repeat, decency requires that we listen to each other in silence. That's it. We've heard submission from Kumasi. We've heard submission from Mampo. Sitting here, I've been listening to a lot of comments from the back. Some are saying, why are we talking about history? But the chair, let it be put on record that this house, we play by the Constitution and by precedents. In as much as I'm talking about history, His Excellency Daniel always say, over the years, this has been happening. And I was very happy when the treasurer from Kumasi spoke about a memorandum. I was very happy. As the then local news president in Mampo, 2023, I was sitting here where the council attorney is sitting. Mampo and Kumasi had a memorandum that the unified position will be on rotational. But we came to this very conference room, this very auditorium, and that memorandum was quashed. A letter from your high office as a local SRC president in Mampo was sent to the dean of students, and we sat here again to speak about this very issue, where our brothers from Kumasi is quashing that letter. The chair, respectfully, I stand in a position not to speak for Mampo, not to speak for Kumasi. I stand in a position as a timekeeper, one who has served this very house. If I take a side, I've done a disservice to the General Assembly. You see, the truth is very hard to say. If my brothers from Mampo should boycott and leave, if our brothers from Kumasi should decide that whatever will happen, where are we going as SRC? The reason why we've left all the things we are doing to be here is to get a leader. Mind you, we are all leaders in our various offices. I've served as a president in Mampo. I've served on committees at the SRC level. All of us here, one way or the other, we served in various offices. I think we should sit, make a decision, because I think two days from now, council will be sitting, and the next time they'll be forming a council, I think will be probably the next administration. Last year, this was the same thing that happened. Look, I said I stand in a position as a timekeeper. Last year, they called for a court hearing, they turned a General Assembly. No problem. It is passed. What are we doing this time so that tomorrow will not suffer the decisions we are making today? That's respectfully. heavy is the head that carries the crown. So please, today, I don't care what my people from Mampong will say. As I always say, when I come to local assembly, I say, me, I'm a retired beekeeper. But once you disturb the hive, I'll come back to work. I'm fully active. So please, Mr. President, let's take a decision. Whatever they will say, me, Bright of Ninyako, I stand here, wash my hands from GA matters. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yes.
Thank you very much, the chair in the house. My name is Peter Mason, currently the Grassack Vice President, Kumasi Campus. I stand here to present to the house. Both campuses are doing a great disservice to the students who brought us this far. I'm saying this in the sense that why are we here fighting over who goes there? Assuming that during your time to be elected as the SRC president, you had back and forth with opponents which could not see you being elected. How were you going to be? How were you going to feel? We are here in the name of the students. Let us understand that whatever that we go there to do, it is to the interest of the students. I put it to the two SRC presidents that should it be said that it is because of the two of you, SRC do not have a rep on council, this will follow you all the days of your lives. Yes, see, this is very serious. You see, if you listen to the submission the Dean of Student Affairs made, and you give it a deep thought, you understand that he made a statement. However, he has left us to think about what he said. Let it not be said that it is on Joachim's administration that we squashed a rep from the student council, from students on the council. Let it not be said that it was during the time of His Excellency Watare's administration that students could not rep council, therefore indefinite. Now, let us think of the students. We go there in the interest of students. See, everybody here, so talking about undergrads, it is mandatory for you to finish school in 4 years. We have been here since 10 a.m. As a postgraduate student, if you ask my other colleague, 1 hour wasted is very precious. It can cost you 2 years. It is not mandatory for a postgraduate student to finish his program within 2 years. So we come to sit here at 10 a.m. Getting to 10 p.m., we are still here without anything, in quotes, meaningful. What have we done to ourselves? What have we done to ourselves? Please, I am pleading. What will serve the interest of everyone? Let that be done. Thank you.
Thank you very much for such a great submission. The local news president from Mampong.
Thank you, the Vice Chair. My name is Samuel Nampari, news president from Amsterdam. Please, we have been sitting here for the whole day, not hours. I have only 3 submissions to make. First, AMSA started, let's say 2025, if I'm right. How many times did you represent at the University Council? 5 times. Mampong had only 1 representation. Kumasi had 4. And if we are talking about constitution here, this whole year, constitutionally...
Please, don't go to that tangent. I believe that you've already worked on that.
Thank you very much. Now, I'm not seeing the results. And I want to say that if we leave this place, we are not only leaving, we are also withdrawing from GA. I want you to put it on record. When we leave, we are withdrawing. And we don't expect you to do follow-up that we should come, because we spend the whole day here for us to resolve it. I want you to be clear with us. Now, it's like every day, if you are beating somebody and the person also learns strategies, definitely one day the person will wait for you. In Ashanti, we say, that is it. always, if you are using your tactics, and we also draw our tactics and we come, we see that our brothers, they don't want to listen to us. They always want to be there for themselves. And we are, if you don't agree with that, we are leaving. And when we leave, we should know that this constitution that we are even speaking to, this is the 5th year. Next year, we can't use it again. And that ends it. It has expired. We have adopted it and adapted. And this is the 5th year. We can no more use that constitution. So please, Mampon people, get ready, pack your things.
Hey,
and
please.
We are leaving. That's all. So
Excellency.
Get ready.
Excellency.
So if you agree with me, raise up and let's go. Please get up.
Excellency.
Let's go.
Kindly retract that statement, please. His Excellency, kindly retract that statement.
Please, which one?
That they should stand up and go, please. Retract it. Kindly retract it. You see, you cannot make your submission after you say we should stand up and go. No, it's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair. If somebody is very hurt in this auditorium, it is me, not anybody else. So don't, please, kindly retract that statement, please.
The position you are holding, I'm giving respect to that.
Thank you.
And I will retract. But before I retract,
please retract. Please retract.
Now,
please retract.
All right. Now I am retracting the statement. We should get up and leave.
Thank you very much.
But then, Mr. Chair, let us know the final thing, the final word.
That's all. That's all.
Then
so
else, when we get up and we leave, we have to give respect to it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
After this 2 submission, I will not take any submission. I will make a ruling. Honorable member.
Thank you very much, the Chair of the House, for giving me the opportunity to break my vocal virginity. Number one, I just want to also plead with my colleague, brothers and sisters here, as they want to stand and then go. I just want to say something.
Please, if you retracted that statement, please, so don't touch, please.
Okay, no problem. So what I just want to say is that any decision that is taken here today, we will close or will finish school and leave, and it is going to affect those that are behind.
That's it.
It is going to affect. So if you are angry because of something that happened some years ago, and we are not ready to ratify that thing and then get the correct thing and do, it is not going to affect only us here, but those behind. So we have to put this thing at the back of our minds before we take any decision. Let us not allow this thing to take over. It is not the best. We are here to solve all these issues. Then we move on. You see, so it is not that we just want to fight. This will not take us anywhere. Brothers and sisters, this will not take us anywhere. So it is better because we look at the solution that will help us move on. You see, so I just want to plead. I just want to plead.
Please.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Miss.
Thank you very much, the Chair of the House. My name is Esther.
I'm the 19th speaker of I'm the speaker of the 19th Parliament. Thank you. Please, I think that whatever decision we take here today, as the local NUCS president of Kumasi campus said, will affect the generations to come. We are in this situation today because last year, last 2 years, last 3 years, I feel we didn't make the right decision. If we had made the right decision in those years back, I don't think this whole issue would have even gotten to where it is now. So, I am suggesting, please, I am not speaking for anybody. I am suggesting that we do the right thing. For me, the right thing is, let's put the thing to a vote. And let's go on. Because if somebody votes today, perhaps maybe His Excellency Joachim votes that, let His Excellency Ouattara go on council. And probably we don't have any documentation. Next year, we are looking at the same thing. So why don't we put this thing to the elections? And then we can move on from there. so that when this same issue happens next year, we wouldn't be going back and forth. We've been here for a very long time. So I think they both agreed to an election. Why don't we listen to them so that we can go for the election?
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Members. Honorable News President, respectfully, you see, the man who just spoke, sorry, not just spoke, I mean the Grassak president from Mampong campus. I wish he were to be here as I say these things. I've said from the beginning that I'm a type who hates cheat. If it is cheat, so all this happening, I'm not actually able to nail it because I don't find the cheat aspect of it. That's why I'm not able to nail. But then this is what I want to say, and this will be my final submissions. My brother, from the way he spoke, means he is a politician. In fact, I'm equally a politician, a communicator, NDC communicator. And then the truth is, some of us have seen life a little. In 2009, I was in the Ghana Armed Forces. Came out of it in 2012. Traveled outside the country. Came back. Bought training college forms. Went to training college. And from my day of posting to now, I'll say I have taught for 12 years. Which means virtually, some of us here may actually be my students. In these 12 years, I've taught in the basic school. I've equally taught in the senior high school. In fact, owing to our political things we want to do, after my first degree, I still decided to come back again for IT. So I hold the first degree in mathematics. What I want to tell you is this. As they keep saying, what we are doing has a future consequences, and we think we are not getting it. We have seen a lot. People who know me knows that I'm quick to apologize, except that it's in the case of cheating that I tend to be very hard and fair. So what we are doing, Honorable Ouattara, Your Excellency Ouattara, His Excellency Joachim, the truth is, once again, we are at a crossroad. And from experience, I came to level 100 on Amset campus, and my student I made girls prefect was in level 400. I sat in class with one. And as I speak with you now, I saw a gentleman, he's called Big from who's contesting from this, secretary. I taught in secondary school. And today he's here just a step behind me. He's in 400. So when I say I've seen a lot in this my few years, living in the world, I've seen a lot. So what we are doing today, it could even be the case that going forward, Ouattara would need a recommendation from Joachim. The world is unpredictable. His Excellency Joachim could equally need a recommendation from His Excellency Ouattara. So if we treat ourselves this way today, in the name of a 7 month, because it's no longer 8 months, I think we are virtually 7 months, your 1 month is ended. So if we treat ourselves this way, because of a 7 month tenure in office, Mampong will walk out, will not agree to elections. Kumasi would walk out, we are not ready to sacrifice. It may look like we are only doing the future disservice, but we ourselves, we are also doing ourselves disservice, because it's the case that we will need ourselves. I know a lot happened last year. The Chief Justice was there. His Excellency, he was an executive by then. His Excellency Ephraim was equally there. Even though it was a matter of cheat that I disagreed, but I went over. But when they came, even though in my right, I went on my knees before the deans. And then I think you had a vice dean then who has been changed. Even though I knew, based on my belief, and the fact that there was a cheat. But upon a second thought, I think I also went overboard. And if there's the need to apologize, I'm saying I went down on my knees. And in one of their petitions, they even started in that I went to the dean's office and I went down on my knees. The truth is, for what I believe in, sometimes if I feel I went overboard, it is not a difficult thing to say I'm sorry. And so I easily say I'm sorry. So ladies and gentlemen, please and please, what I can tell you is, what goes around comes around. Because we have seen it. I've seen it. I've seen it in the military. In fact, I know we're on record, and I will not lie when we are being streamed. I've seen it in the military. I've traveled outside country. I've seen things. I came back to training college. I've seen things. I've taught for 12 years now. I've seen things. What we are doing has a direct replication on us. So please, Mampong, Kumasi, let's agree on something. In the name of God, at the root, the crossroads in which we are, the document we are alluding to was in progress and wasn't completed. And that has only been my headache, and I'm not able to actually speak on it. Was in transit and was not on arrival. And because of that, it becomes some way. I'll plead with you. I will plead with you. If we can proceed, Chief Justice, with elections, if we can proceed with elections for the sake of tomorrow, You see, the gentleman living, looking at him, in fact, I respect his office, I respect his personality. Is that okay? Yes, he's a president, I respect his office, I respect his personality. Okay. But the entrenched position, we are going. The reality is, I've always said, each and every one of us is subject to his or her own opinion. And if you choose to go entirely, we cannot prevent you from going. Your president has done very well to moderate this meeting to this far. And we've equally cooperated. In fact, people would have thought maybe me being his counsel would have been objecting so many things. But you ask him, we've cooperated very well. Very well. You see, please, we are one. Irrespective of the differences. I may end up in your office tomorrow. You may end up in my office tomorrow. So please, let's make headway. And let's not leave this meeting. And the purpose for which we met from 10 o'clock will be refuted. Ladies and gentlemen, I beseech thee, as said by the Apostle Paul in the book of Corinthians, by the mercies of God, that let's arrive at a decision for the good of our university and for good of ourselves, because we may need ourselves tomorrow. Thank you. Respectfully, I just saw something which I would want to, in fact, I've made up my mind not to comment directly on stuff, but I would want to do this. You see, my brother in the red tie, I'm telling you what I have seen, okay, owing to the things I've passed through. I know possibly if you have even seen, you've not gotten there. Is that okay? So respectfully, with all due respect, I could actually even go down my knees for you. Picking such an entrenched position, you have the right. You are right, because indeed, there is a document that I am personally privy to. The only confusion is that the process through which the document should have gone wasn't completed. Is that okay? So I'm only pleading with you, like I said, by the mercies of God. Let's agree on something, conduct the elections, and we want to believe it will do us good than abandoning the election. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. This happens to be my very last application. I wouldn't speak again.
His Excellency, no, I said I'm making my last remarks, but I would like to know if the unified presidents have something to say. Mr. David, if you have something to say, if not, we make progress.
Thank you. Thank you very much, the Vice Chair and the Honorable House. In fact, I'm still observing procedures. I agreed this morning so that we will have a successful meeting, as I've mentioned earlier today. And it looks like we are going round and round and round. I still have that hope in my heart that we'll get to a point. Just that it's also from where I'm seated and what I've been through, the stance we are trying to take extremely, if we allow ourselves to go that direction, we might even regret. I don't want to pinpoint the exact point, but let's say in our case, when you agreed out of your will, you agreed, what followed? So I would have loved to see that both presidents would come to a point, let's do this, that same point. If you would remember, when we came to Mampong, we went out, we took our decisions, we came, and when we told the House, the chair and the House listened to what we told them because we had the decision to make. So the chair, with my support for you, and as I've given the nod that you should sit in that seat and chair over this meeting, I still have the hope that we will get to a point we will decide before we enter the next day. I was speaking with the drivers and they told me that the transport policy, when it's 11 to 12, they wouldn't move unless done. And I'm giving them the assurance that we are still getting to a point. So by the close of that time they are expecting, it will be done and everything will be settled. Please, I know the chair is presiding over this meeting and the House is with him. He has a voice, but we stand to amplify his voice. And I'm very sure that we will get to a point. I'm very sure. I'm very much optimistic. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed for this statement. Other member, as I said, we've come to a crossroad. And for posterity and for future and for the betterment of Amstead, I would like His Excellency Joachim and His Excellency Ouattara to meet outside and have a deliberation for 2 minutes. From there, they return, give us their take, then I make a decision. Thank you very much. So, all right, so the vice could also join. His Excellency Joachim and his vice, and then His Excellency Ouattara and his vice. Please, kindly for 2 minutes. Please, you can wait. You can.